So it's Daryl Martin from ApexInvesting.com talking about day trading, night trading, whatever time of day trading. And we're talking about being the sniper or being the target. And if you don't know which one you are, you're probably the target. So it is definitely your choice and you have to make it. And wanted to give a shout out. I already saw someone just say, and I want to say, you're welcome and our pleasure. But James said, good evening from California. Thank you, Daryl, for new hope for an old trader. So that's awesome to hear that. All right. So what are we talking about tonight? We'll talk about that in a second. First, we got to have our disclosures. There's risk. Know what you're doing before you do it, etc. If you're watching this on replay, feel free to go ahead and pause the video and read it all. What are we going to cover? Well, first, we're going to go into some contest winners. So we have some winners coming up, and I announced this over the last couple weeks, where we're going to give away a lifetime membership and where we're going to give away a annual membership as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to do a boot camp review. We're going to go into some tips and tricks, and we're going to talk about Nadex and other markets. So some of y'all want to know about Nadex. We're going to dive in, have a little open Q&A time, and then we'll wrap it up. All right? That sound good for the night? Yeah. Just making sure everybody's there. Okay. So we had the Spread the Word contest. And one thing we've been talking about is it helps to have friends and relatives that understand what you're doing and to learn with you. And I've seen a lot of you actually invite family members, friends, things like that, sharing on Facebook, letting other people know what you're doing. We got people posting in the forum, which also gave you entries into the contest. We had Facebook group. Our Facebook group for Apex Investing gets first access to all new content. So you definitely want to join that if you haven't already. And also, those people were entered in the lifetime giveaway. Liking the Facebook page, sharing a post, commenting on a post, tagging somebody in a post on Facebook. All those are additional entries. We also, share on Twitter. So twitter.com, Apex Investing. Follow us there, share there. So, post your experiences so far in the forum, post them in the Facebook group. And again, if you refer others to us, it helps us keep our costs low so we don't have to spend a fortune on advertising and then pass that on to you. I like to save that and keep the cost down. So we are going to have future giveaways. So, we haven't decided dates or whatever yet, but, keep doing it because all those posts are going to keep counting, okay? So we have our annual giveaway, which is where, actually this is not our annual giveaway, this is our lifetime giveaway, where if you liked our Facebook, our annual giveaway is, if you like our Facebook page, every like, every share, and the tags you did, the more entries you got. We also have our lifetime giveaway, joining the Facebook group, posting in the Facebook group, inviting others to join in the Facebook group. All that was a lifetime giveaway. So who would like to know who the winners are for the lifetime giveaway and the annual giveaway? Anybody ready here? Making sure everybody's on. All right. Sweet. Okay, so drum roll. We got Jolie Blakima is our annual winner. They're going to get an annual silver membership for free and won't have to pay a dime. So congratulations, Jody. You just literally won a 1-year membership to Silver Sniper Access. And for our lifetime gold membership access, so we are actually the person that won this. Actually, is currently already an annual member, but they're getting upgraded to lifetime with no additional payments, and that is for David Crisp. So David Crisp and Jody, thank you very much for all your contributions and everything that you've done. And congratulations, you'll be seeing that upgrade done in your back office. You won't have to pay another dime, Jody, for an entire year, free access, and you're very welcome. And David, you just won the lifetime membership. So you don't have to worry about paying any more fees at all, ever. You just got access to the gold membership at no cost. So again, thank you for all the sharing that y'all have done. I want to go into a few things that, just comments that we've seen in the rooms, in the Facebook groups, and let you see what some people have been saying. So Teresa says, I don't know of any other system where you can profit like this so quickly. So thank you so much to all the Apex staff. Carl, thank you so much for the recorded video of yesterday's morning session. I studied it in detail last night, and I found the issues I made and the mistakes I made. He actually posted again later that he came back and made all of his losses back from the mistakes he made, and was able to pull in a profit. So congratulations to Carl. We got Henry. He got 3 out of 30 minutes and done, which we teach in our 3-6 or 6-3 strategy, where we teach you how to get to a 6-figure income in 12 months. So, which is taking 3 trades a day. And he knocked that out literally in just 30 minutes. He didn't have to spend 8 hours to get there. We got Carl, 7 out of 7 wins today, plus 64 ticks on sniper trades only. So winning 7 out of 7. So we got Brad, I'm loving the system and all the reviews are true. Sniper is really that good. So I'm just trying to show you what other people are saying. We got Christopher Wall here, Ronan 50, practicing some nighttime trading. And went in and pulled off a triple dipper trade, trading at night, trading at 7 o'clock on a Monday night. He also traded week before last Friday during lunchtime and did great. So again, nighttime, lunchtime, morning, etc. A lot of people doing really well. So we got, one of the things I want to point out is people that are missing out. Today we had over 10 trades called out. Okay? Literally 10 trades called out. Had a little bit of mic issue, but not all of them. So 30 trades I reviewed yesterday. We actually had 36 trades, 35 won, 1 loss. And the loss you couldn't even have got in because it went so fast. Some of the wins you couldn't have got in because it went so fast. But you're definitely missing out. So far, out of the trades actually called, 71 out of 71 during boot camp. And again, that's not including yesterday's winning trades because we had the mic issue, so we didn't even count them out. Okay? We got David right now who said he just now got 10 more ticks on a triple dipper at the start of the webinar. And I know I saw another trader inside the room. Let's see, Rob or what I think is Rob. And he went in and he grabbed 10 ticks on a Xbox as well with a trapped order. So, we got people rocking it. This is just a couple hours in the morning. Again, we got people trading right now at night, calling out their trades. Okay? So we have people doing it very, very well, and want to make sure that you're in on that and you're taking advantage of it. Okay, so make sure you're not missing out because you literally are missing out if you don't sign up. Here's John. I got my 3 wins prior to the market open. I've continued trading in sim. We'll post charts. So 3 wins before the market even opened up. He was able to lock them in. We got Henry, 3 and out in 30 minutes. Another trader right there. We got David. Traded swing highs and lows with Xbox trapped orders on Nadex demo with a couple of 2-hour, mostly 20-minute binaries out of the money, up $318. My Ninja Dab has expired, so I'm using the rooms from 9:45 to 11. We got Carl, Kaching, plus 10. So, going in and grabbing another Xbox with the triple dipper combined. And Teresa saying I got it, Richard saying he got it, Kevin saying he got it, Lou saying he got it. So we have a lot of traders rocking it in the room, so you definitely want to take advantage of it. We got Brad, who just now posted right now in the thing that he just grabbed 10 ticks about 30 minutes ago. So again, that's at night at, what is this, 9 o'clock almost, so about 8:30. So how many of you have been, and I've asked this question before, but I want to ask some of these questions again. How many of you have been in live rooms before where you've seen trades called out like this? Where you've seen win rates like this? Like, who has been in another room where you've seen this happen? So I literally just got a whole bunch of no, not ever, that literally doesn't happen. So, and these are live trades in front of you. These aren't benefit of hindsight trades. They're actually live trades right in front of you, right? I'm calling them out, and we've got traders doing them now on their own. So, and not just winning the trades, but also explanations, like when to not trade, when to trade, and, saying, hey, if you have a bad day, I actually say, post your chart in the room and let me review it with you. Let's go over it. How many people say, how many have been in a room before they said, if you didn't do well today, let's be transparent, post it in the room, let's figure out what's wrong, let's fix it. Anybody ever seen that before? Because most people, what do they want? They just want the positive, 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 right? I want to help you. We're dedicated to helping you out. And nobody is going to say, please post your bad trades today so we can go over them. And, hey, maybe it was a losing trade, but a lot of times it's just a simple mistake. And so, one of the things that we try to say is, become the guru, not just follow the guru. So I do go in, I hop in, I'm going to keep hopping in. Me and Lori are going to keep being in the room and teaching you that, okay? So we're going to keep doing that, but I also want you to learn to be able to do it. That's why we have all the education up there. Is there anywhere else where you can get this. Somebody willing to review your bad trades, somebody willing to call out trades live, somebody having this kind of win rate, walking you through it, explaining the market. Like, any of you have been out there before anywhere? I mean, I know I've signed up for a bazillion companies over my more than decade of trading. It just doesn't exist. I mean, anybody ever had a program where you could get mentors willing to invest in you at no additional cost? So usually it's like, I mean, mentoring is pretty expensive, but we have small mentor groups that we give you at no additional cost. So, and by the way, we still do have a couple mentor spots available, and we're about to roll over into the new mentor group. So you do want to sign up. What is the mentorship? Again, it's usually really expensive, and it's small groups. So we actually use small groups, 10 to 12 people in a group. They're really focused. They're there for helping you, teaching you. We try to put people in similar groups, like nighttime traders together, daytime traders together. But a place where you have somebody who knows what they're doing, where it's not as intimidating and embarrassing to post some of those charts that you may not want to post. It's very comfortable. It's very personable. And we don't charge you big dollars for it. We give it for free. So usually that's a big upgrade if you get something like that. And I know some of y'all feel a lot more comfortable. Like, some of you don't post your charts in the room maybe because it's embarrassing at times. Is that right? Does anybody not ask a question because they're embarrassed to ask it in front of everybody? So yeah, so some people have not asked questions before just because they're like, I don't know, I don't want to sound dumb, but it's like, and those who ask it anyways, I give you kudos, but the mentor groups help. And yes, you definitely, Ron asked me, you still get access to the elite room. Yes, you'll still have access to the elite room the entire time. It's just a bonus side room, and you're able to access it on your phone. You're able to access it 24/7. And sometimes the elite room can be a little overwhelming, or it can be really busy and fast. Like, the last 2 days have been insane fast because we had like 300% volume of normal volume. But again, a close tight group, and you'll be able to meet these people whenever you come to the live events. Big thing is we don't want you trading alone. That's why we have the mentor rooms. That's why we have the forum. That's why we have the Facebook groups. That's why we have the elite room. If you trade alone, it's just, you're just going to be like, oh, I had a bad day. It's like, no, let's figure out why you had a bad day and what we can do to fix it. So Jason says, believe me, it's better to feel dumb than to not ask a question and be wrong. That is so true. So if you want to be an expert, then you got to ask it. But we'll match you up with similar trading experience, schedules, account sizes, times a day, instruments traded, things like that. Okay? And the biggest thing is this, one of these phrases I say over and over again is, you don't know what you don't know until someone that does know sees what you don't know and tells you. And basically it's you make an assumption that you did it right because you watched the video 3 times. So therefore you must be doing it right. But you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what assumption you're making. I mean, how many of y'all have turned in tech support tickets because you just didn't click one thing? Like, there was one little click you needed to make. But as soon as we saw it, we were able to fix it for you really quick, right? Trust me, that goes on 100 times fold in trading. You need people to see what you're doing to help you and help you fix those things. And I want you to do a reality check with you. 71 trades in 3.5 weeks, 71 wins called out. Over $3,500, just a single contract, taking just the smallest minimum profit goal. Who in here started after 3.5 weeks ago and wish you would have started 3.5 weeks ago? Anybody in this webinar wish they would have started 3.5 weeks ago? Then we'll take advantage of all that? So I got a few of you. Anybody else? Has everybody been in here for 3.5 weeks? Okay, so some of y'all are thinking, well, do I sign up now? Do I not? Well, in 3.5 weeks, it's going to be the exact same thing all over again, right? So if I offered you $3,500 to sit and, watch a movie or two, would you do that? Of course you would. So how many of you maybe haven't quite dug into all the training like you should have? Are there a few of you that haven't quite dove in and got into all the training yet? Haven't had the chance? Been too busy? By the way, Jason just said his last unprofitable trading day was 11/15. Okay, so some of you have, some of you haven't. Is it worth $3,500 for you to sit down and go through it? I mean, seriously, that's 1 month, one contract. So is it worth you deciding to start now and spend a couple hours and get through it? So that way in 3.5 weeks, when we had another webinar and we're bringing up what happened over the last 3.5 weeks, you're not like, man, I wish I would have sat down and done those videos. Well, maybe I'll start later. Maybe I'll start in February. Maybe I'll start next time they do something. Why would you want to do that? You want to get started. And I talk to people all day long, the same as you, that they simply just haven't watched the training courses. They hop right in the room, they have no idea what's going on, or they just haven't done it yet. And I'm not trying to harp on you, I'm trying to get you to think about, in 3.5 weeks, where do you want to be? Do you want to be where, when I say, hey, we made 3,500, you're like part of that group? Or do you want to be, yeah, I wish I would have got it done. I wish I would have started now. So what of y'all said you wish you would have started 3.5 weeks ago? So now is your 3.5 weeks ago, because I'm going to ask the same question here before Christmas. How many of you have done all the videos, walked in and been in the room and been active? So don't cut any corners. It's only a couple hours to get going. It's maybe another, few hours to really master it. But don't spend days confused due to cutting corners and missing out. A lot of y'all, jump around, try to cut corners, try to just get in there. It's like, just follow the plan. It works. Okay? A lot of you are like, I'll wait and see how it goes, but that's already cost you over $3,000. So it's definitely a win. Christopher Wall, posted in Facebook group. The call trades have been endorsed have been 100%. They have been more trades than what they called, meaning we've had a lot more trades than what we called out. But a lot of them may have moved too fast or taken outside that time. That being said, trades signaled by just the system alone have a 95% win rate. He said he's been with Apex since 2012, and this system is the most accurate and efficient that they have produced so far. The hype is real. The money is real. Most people are hitting their 3 profitable trades or ending the day in profit. We got Mark saying he pulled in $2,340 today on one contract. We got Andre. I really have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm still winning at a 90% ratio. So believe them when they tell you they're winning at that rate. We got Gregory saying, I went over trades and I'm right about 98%. Not sure if I've made some trades that I should not have, but 98% ain't bad, baby. So, just trying to point out that this isn't just me saying this. These are other traders posting these comments, okay, that have been in there the last few weeks. So, where do you want to be in 30 days? And, think about the action plan. We had the whole, 6-figure action plan, the 6-3 action plan, where we talk about the 90-90-90. 90 traders don't make it 90 days without losing 90% of their money. And we're talking about all these traders doing really well. And so your first goal is to get in and learn it. Your second goal is to make it the 90 days, taking the 3 trades a day, and then growing your account from there. But, you don't want to wait till New Year's to have a New Year's resolution. You want to be a month ahead of that. Who wants to wait a whole other month before they get started? A whole other month to watch several $1,000s in profit go by. Do you want to wait another month and watch another month of profit, another $3,000 go by? So do you need to wait till New Year's to make a new resolution to do something? You've all heard the phrase carpe diem, seize the day, don't put it off. Well, this last month's with $3,500, and if you put it off, then you're gonna miss out next month. And just being real, what kind of impact on Christmas does $3,500 have for you and your family? And Christmas is not about money, and it's not about presents. It's about giving. But as a dad, I love to give presents to my kids, and to my wife. And it's not what it's about, but it sure is nice when you can. So, just some things to think about. Where do you want to be? So we talked about where you want to be at Christmas. Have it done. Where do you want to be in a year? Do you want to still be in your job where you're trying to get the hours away to trade, where you're working 8 hours a day to make what we're making in a matter of 30 minutes or an hour on a daily basis? Where do you want to be with your bank accounts, your savings accounts, your retirement accounts, your bills, your mortgage, your college funds? And then the big question is, when do you want it? So, because the sooner you start, the sooner you're going to have it, right? Exactly. So why wait? Like, what are you waiting for? Some of you have signed up already and already got your list in the mentor groups, and you're going to be getting notices. Some of you have not signed up yet. So, Todd says it's not even the job. He's like, I just want my time back. So why are you not signed up? When are you going to start? It really comes down to when do you want to be there. Because if you want to be there yesterday, then you got to start today. Meaning it's always going to be tomorrow until you start today. So everyone wants to be there, but nobody wants to start. I get that. It's like a diet. But it takes work. It's a process. It's a decision. But it's a decision that you literally can make and that you can see that not only have we done well, but other traders are posting that they're doing well as well. So the sooner you start, the sooner you're going to get there. This is not a big sales pitch. This is just a reality check on any goal you have in life. So whether you trade with Apex, whether you trade some other system, whether you trade somewhere else with another company, that's not my big concern. My goal, I'm making money trading. Okay? But do something. Do something to hit the goals that are important to you. And, get started and do something now. In 30 days, be like, I did this. I took action. And the sooner you get there, the sooner you will get to your destination. And just think about, what's holding you back. And really, there's nothing holding you back. It's literally you. You just have to make the decision. And that's the sort of the what you want. I talked about the why do you want it. Your why is just important as your one. I talked about this on the last webinar that we had last week. It's like, why learn to trade? So I can make income. But why do you want to make income? Well, so I can pay off, my bills. Why do you want to pay off your bills? Because I'm tired of having debt collectors call me. Because I'm tired of having to have these big checks. Because I hate my job. Because I just want my time back. Because I want to have freedom. I want to have some money to make decisions that I want to make. And I challenged you, and I hope some of you did it, and I'm challenging everybody to do it, is take out a pen and paper, write it down, put it on your trading computer, put it on your mirror, put it somewhere. But, do something. But this will help you stay focused in the rough times. And I don't just mean rough times in trading, I just mean rough times in life. When you're just like, man, I'm too tired to do this at night. Just got done with my job. Write it down. This is why I'm doing this. Not just what I want. You want both of them. I want to accomplish a 6-figure income in 12 months because it will help me with what? And why is that important to me? And write it down. And those who write it down are going to have a lot higher success rate. It's proven writing goals down gives you a lot higher success rate. So you're going to want to give up, but if you have the what and the why, you will have the must. And if you put that must with how, which is what we teach you, then that leads to action right now. And then there's the unfun part I talked about last week. What if you don't? How will it affect you if you wait and put it off? How's it going to impact you financially? How's it going to impact you with those goals? If you put it off another month or two, that's just another month or two at least until you get going. Because I guarantee you, if you're going to put it off another month or two, then in another month or two, you're going to put it off another month or two. That doesn't stop. Life doesn't get easier. You don't have more time in the future. You've never had more time. Okay? So it's just going to keep going further and further and further back. So how's it going to impact your life and your family if you actually start now? And if you would have had the last 3.5 weeks and you would have been able to get those profits? So your goals. What are your goals? Whatever your goals are, how's it going to impact you if you put it off? If you want to take vacations, are you going to be able to take the ones that you want to take the way that you want to take them if you put it off? Is it going to impact your Christmas? Is it going to impact your kid's college fund or college choices? My daughter is looking at Harvard. Okay? Not necessarily a cheap place to go. She's looking at A&M. She's trying to decide between the two. So that's that Texas in her, right? So you got to have those things in place. When do you want to be there? Well, when do you want to be there? It's yesterday, right? So the real question is, are you ready? We have boot camp. You've been investing in yourself. Some of you said, hey, I need to invest in more time in myself. I haven't put the time in. Okay. We got Christopher who needs more guitars, so he has to make that happen right away. And, we've shown you we're willing to help you. We got on the phone with you. We got on your computers with you. We solved tech support issue after tech support issue. We've went over many charts with many of you already. We're in the room with you every day. And sort of like Christopher said, just giving my kid the chance to go to Harvest. Whether she goes there or not, I don't care. I mean, she already knows how to trade, but just having that option and that choice. But, here's my questions. Why are you not signed up? Why have you not went over to the Apex page right now, literally right now, and just clicked this green button to sign up? Do it, literally, right now, while we're talking. There's no reason to wait. If you have those goals, if you want to accomplish them, log into apexinvesting.net and click here for the Cyber Monday promotion. There's no reason to put it off. Not after the webinar, just do it now. I've done a thing at our live events before when I put up a $100 bill and I said, who's willing to take action? Who wants this $100 bill? And a lot of people raised their hands. But one person actually ran up to the stage and I gave them the $100 bill because they took action. Okay? So, and this is worth a lot more than $100 for you, as you've seen over the last 3.5 weeks. So take that action. You're going to have excuses like I can't be in the room. Well, you only have 2 hours in the room is enough. I don't have time. We have people in there around the clock. So I'm going to see what happens. Well, you've seen. It's already worked. Well, some of you are like, I don't know if I can afford this. Can you afford not to? I mean, we're talking a couple $100 on the cheapest plan. They get you access to everything sniper related. And we're talking $3,500 over the last 3.5 weeks. I've been too busy. You're always going to be busy. I'm trading with a small account. Well, we have a whole webinar on trading with a small account. We're going to talk about that tonight too. You don't need $400 to get going. In a deposited in an account, not a fee, but deposited funds to trade with. I need help. I need more support. You have mentor groups. I don't have time to trade. The system works around the clock. These are literally just excuses that are keeping you from the commitment to take action. And we have a budget available for every level. I mean, we got monthly, we got annual, we have lifetime, we even have platinum. So we've had people taking advantage of all of these. And the annual is actually semi-annual. But we have it built for every budget so everybody can get in, even those that are starting with micro accounts. So as I've shown you, and you'll see this picture more and more often, you got two choices. Either go over here and wait and be in the same place in a week, in a month at Christmas, be in the same place here December of next year, right where you're at right now. Exact same spot, still working the job, not making the income you want, not building the retirement you want, or hop on the site, take this path, click the green button right now, and make a decision you're going to be somewhere else. It's your choice. Some other people. Nicholas Pace. Today was the first time trading live. I had 10 winning trades, 4 losing trades. By the way, 3 of those losing trades were because I entered too late and I got greedy. So meaning he had basically 1 losing trade. 3 of those were, losing trades where he made the error. Didn't adjust his stop, etc. The other trade I took was off an NQ chart for MNQ. The trade was profitable in NQ but failed in MNQ. There were so many good trades I skipped out on after my first 2 losing trades. That was my fault for letting it get to my head and chickening out on perfectly good trades. All in all, from what I've seen in my demo trading so far, just started, okay, first day. But first live trading day, 95% success rate. Skepticism is healthy. I get that, especially in this area. You will find the education tools and support, though, with Apex is above and beyond anything you could expect. Carl, how's this? I won 7 out of 7 today. This is dated literally today, the date of this webinar. Just following the Silver Sniper setups. Yes, in live with real money. 100%. It's possible. Just follow the training accurately and precisely. If I can do it, anybody can. Brad, my win rate has been over 85% since I started Sniper. I understand your skepticism, but the numbers are true. About 10% of the trades I've lost was because of mistakes I made. The 5%, the market just flipped and hit my stop loss. Watch the videos and test it for yourself. What he's saying is, 95% of his trades, worked out. He's like, hop in there. If you're not winning trades with the system, you need to watch the videos again, and I can't stress it enough. Ask questions in the elite room. Okay? Got Ronald, who just says, I signed up for the lifetime gold membership a long time ago. It's the best decision he's made. No more fees for life. To him, it was a no-brainer. We got Mark. I've signed up again for your excellent system today. So that is awesome. Got Carl. I want to give a big shout out to Daryl for his video recap. He went in. This helped him out. And I think I talked about this one earlier. But here's his follow-up post. I'm happy to say that after carefully studying the video, I was able to find my errors and correct them in today's session, 12.3. I'm happy to report I recouped all of my losses from yesterday and still made a nice profit. In short, Apex works. You want to make some money, follow Daryl's extensive yet easy to follow training, and you will. That's Carl saying that. It really is that simple. We have a lot of great things coming in 2020. We're going to not only keep what we go on now, but we have more webinars and more really cool webinars planned for you. We have our mastery courses where I'm going to teach you how to do things on options, things that I quit my day job with. Okay? And we have the Apex live events. We're going to have a sharpshooter roundtable live event in Fort Worth, Texas, coming up in March. So look out for announcements on that soon. We're getting quotes right now from hotels and everything. But we're going to open up a whole new world of trading for you in 2020. So, what do we got? What does it cost? We have our early Black Friday, now Cyber Monday deals, okay? Some of you have asked about the gold membership. How is it different? Well, it has more indicators. It has more training courses. It has more setups. It's literally the next level access. So let's check out the price comparison. And by the way, this is one thing that's come up is, if I get the gold for silver, how long does that last? Do I have to upgrade to gold in like a month? No, if you sign up for the gold for silver pricing right now, you get to keep gold for silver for as long as you're an active member. So, we got the free access ending tomorrow. Okay, at midnight. The mentor group's going very fast. The longer you wait to sign up, the harder it is to get in, the longer it takes to get in. Okay? And then we got, you get gold access. You'll get it immediately as soon as you sign up. We already have people hopping in. By the way, we added PayPal credit for some of you that wanted to take advantage. Maybe you're having a hard time, or maybe you wanted to do the lifetime or the annual or whatever. So we now have PayPal, and if you qualify, PayPal credit to help you out as well. So the subscription comes with the Elite Gold for Silver. That is correct. So you get the Elite Gold for the Silver package pricing. So let's go over the prices and the value. I mean, just one trade a day, we've had like 70 something that we've just called out, not to mention hundreds that went on beyond that. But just one trade a day for 10 ticks pays for your license for Ninja, your data feeds, the Apex subscription, your internet, and at least $500 left over in your pocket. That's just one. We're talking about doing 3. And we're talking about eventually, after month 4, you get larger contracts. Okay? Now, the gold for silver pricing. Again, locked in the price as long as you're active. So it doesn't you don't have to upgrade to gold. You get gold for silver as long as you're an active member. So instead of paying $300, it's only $200. It's month to month. There's absolutely no contract. Or you can do semi-annual. Instead of $3,000, it's $2,000. So you'll make one payment today of $1,000, and in 6 months you'll make another payment of $1,000 that covers your entire year. Or the lifetime, which is usually $6,000 for gold, is only $4,000. So one payment today of $2,000, and then just 2 additional payments of $2,000. And there's no recurring payments with Apex after that for the gold membership. We also have platinum for gold pricing. Platinum is usually $10,000. Right now it's $6,000. If you're already a lifetime gold member, you can upgrade for only $2,000 more. So you actually can just do the upgrade. And we don't plan on doing that promotion again. So at this moment at all. But you get access to the tools, the training, the rooms. You get access to all the past and future master courses that we do at no additional cost. You get access to all the future live events and roundtables at no additional cost. So that can easily add up to, a live event can be anywhere from, $400 to over $1,000. Mastery courses can literally be anywhere from $300 to a couple $1,000. So you get all of that literally for free for life if you sign up for the platinum. That's one payment today for $2,000 and 2 additional payments for $2,000. Okay? So an additional bonus, we have the ongoing webinars. We have the ongoing live elite room calls complete room of calls with me and Lori. We got training on other markets, which is what we're going to talk about even more tomorrow for Sniper. And we're going to have trainings on Nadex binaries. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight as well. Okay? So when you go over here and you sign up, what a person asked about PayPal, you go over and you fill out the form. Let me see. It may already have me signed up, so I don't know if it'll let me. But it'll let you choose your payment option. It'll have the credit cards, or it'll have PayPal that'll pop up. And you can, right here, you just click PayPal. If you click that, it'll go to your PayPal account. And if you qualify for PayPal credit, it'll let you know right away. And you can use that. Okay? Let's see here. Lifetime members. All lifetime members will get access. So lifetime gold as well get access to the 2020 mastery courses at no additional cost. What are they? I'm going to talk about vanilla options, struggles on earnings. It's actually how I quit my day job. I do them year round. Talk about dynamic callers on stocks. As you get this money, you want to start growing positions in stock and learn how to get more and more stock that'll put more money in your account. I'm going to show you how to do that. What I call the iron golf trade. It's simple. It's a sit and forget monthly trade. You just literally take 5 minutes out of your month and do it. I'm going to teach you some bonus strategies on options that very few people know about. And I'm going to teach you how to trade the news with Nadex options. So we have 5 different mastery courses next year that are all free with the lifetime classes. So again, you can take advantage of this promotion. Go over here, be ahead, and have all the additional stuff, or go to the right, wait, be in the same place, and end up paying more and getting less. It's your choice. You got order prints. I think y'all have seen by now, without order prints, you're blind, you're just guessing. And I think that most of y'all would agree that if you're serious about trading profitably, you need order prints. Would y'all agree with that? If you're serious about trading, you want order prints because it makes it so much easier. Your decisions are clear cut. Like when to not take a trade is like right in front of your face. When chop's coming is right in front of your face. There's no way you can see chop as fast as we see chop. We see it before there ever is chop. And it's really, really simple. Again, whether or not you're using Apex, you're going to want order prints if you're serious. And that's not just order flow. We've taught you in the past how order flow is a bunch of numbers. Order prints is an algorithm with an engine that we built that's outside of Ninja that processes everything. So if you're not willing to invest in order prints, you're probably, I'm just being straight up with you. You're not serious about trading, and you probably shouldn't be trading live. Because you're just going to be chasing moving average crossovers and arrows and whatever. And that doesn't work. And you know it doesn't work if you trade it for any period of time. So the hidden levels. Order prints gives you the levels that you need to know. That literally you wouldn't even be able to see. It gives you a massive edge you're not going to find anywhere. And how can you possibly, once you've seen these levels, you don't want to trade without them. Can you imagine not having the levels on your charts to know when to take a trade, when not to take a trade? Will that impact you? If you did not have that anymore, would that have a negative impact on your trading, you think, if those levels were gone? You no longer had access to them. Yeah. Definitely. And, I have traders asking, what about gold and oil? Well, stay tuned for tomorrow night's webinar because we're going to be talking about gold and oil. Personally, I'd be scared to even press a button without order prints because I figured out that I'm literally just guessing. I'm trying to be smarter than the market. And I think a lot of y'all have figured that out too. Without them, you're gambling and not trading. Close your account, go to Vegas, have fun. So the real question is not whether you want to sign up, but the real question is, and then also the real question is not whether you want to trade with Apex or somewhere else. The real question is, how could you possibly ever trade or set up a system again without order prints and these levels that make things so simple? Michael's like, people, just sign up. So, do you want to choose to trade your live money and your family's future with clear vision or blindfolded? So we give you the right tools. You don't want to build a house with a screwdriver. We give you bars, charts, order prints, volume, divergence, live support, trade room, mentorship, step-by-step training courses. You can literally see the markets clear versus trying to drive 90 miles per hour blindfolded, which is about what trading feels like to most people. You wouldn't want to risk your live account trading blindfolded, right? You would want to risk your own life trading blindfolded or driving blindfolded. So don't risk your account like that. Again, make the choice to get order prints, move towards where you want to be. Don't just keep going in the same circles of inventing things yourself. And we talk about the T5, right? Your training, your tools, your trade room, and your team. You need all four of these. You need training. I've had a lot of training, and I spent a lot of time, right? And making the training for you to make it as simple as possible. You need the right tools, not just screwdrivers to build a house. You need a trade room where you have other people. We have people talking right now about trades inside the room. And you need a team, like mentor groups, the Facebook groups, the forum, and just having us to call you and help you as needed to get the ticks. Without the other four, you don't get the ticks. So for Snipers, boot camp is just step one. The adventure has just started, and it's like we're going to start traveling and seeing the world now. It's going to get a lot bigger. We're going to take it to the next level. We're going to hone those skills in. We're going to give you advanced training, and we're going to go on this journey, and we would love to have you on board with us. I would love to have you on board with us. So again, take that action. You've seen the results. It's all in front of you. The tools, the paths are there. You can choose to pass it up and trade blindfolded, which probably means you're going to fail. Or, you can choose to be the target. And I mean, I'm saying this really blunt, to be really honest and transparent, is you can either be with us and be a sniper, or you can be our target. And I don't mean that as like my side or their side. I'm just saying the way that we're taking our trades is we're targeting people on the other side of the trades. Which one side do you want to be on? So seize the opportunity, hop in, and make the choice that's right for you and for your family, and sign up today. Okay, a couple tips and tricks. So enough of that. All right, again, hop on the website, click the green button right now before the webinar is over. The toolkit install. There is a link there, okay? A lot of y'all have clicked on the image trying to figure out why you can't install it. Make sure you click on the actual button and not the image, okay? And then the toolkit installer will work for you, okay? Some of you are tightening your stops way too fast. Remember, that's as you learn to read the markets. Initially, just 20 and 10. Why do you think the ATM doesn't automatically trail for you? We can make it auto trail. It's because that's something you do manually as you learn. Some of you are just tightening your stops way too fast. It's impacting how it's going. Another big mistake I'm seeing people make is they go through and they build all the charts and they close Ninja down, they open it up, and they're like, where are my charts? And maybe they save their workspace, but they saved the workspace first. They didn't save it after they made their charts. Once you set your charts to how you want them, then save your workspace. Other people, audio alerts, bugging the crap out of you, okay? We have a template, a sniper setup, that is no audio. So you can click on that and load that template instead, and it will turn off the alerts for you. Okay? Maybe you see it slowing down your computer or something like that. Just load the template that says no alerts. And it's really simple. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, you already have a chart open. Just go over here, right click, go to templates, go to load. And you will see that there's one that says Silver Sniper Setups, no alerts. Okay, you click that, click OK, and then it'll go through and it will load and the alerts will be off. Okay, so pretty easy. Also, you can go to the speaker icon that's over by your clock. You can click on that, open the mixer, and you can silence Ninja if you want to do that. Okay, so two options for you. So people have asked about live account trading. What data feed do I need? You can either get just in queue, which does include MNQ, and I think that's like $7 or $9 a month. Or you can get the CME bundle, which is like $25 or $27 a month and includes everything on CME. So if you're wanting to expand out, you might want to get the bundle. If you want to just keep cost really slim, then just choose NQ. Okay? The Apex discount for Ninja is still available, where you can get the $100 off of the lifetime license. Yes. It's $21 a month, by the way, for the CME bundle. Some of you that have funded your accounts, you're like, how do I trade live now? Like, I haven't traded. traded live. So I'm done with demo. I'm ready to go live. What do I do? Okay, just go onto your account, choose File, and you probably have Global Simulation Mode checked. Uncheck Global Simulation Mode. And then you can start trading live. You will get a new username and password to put that in. On that new username and password, you won't check the demo when you're setting it up because it's a live account. And you want to make sure you either lease or purchase it. I talked about that on the Ninja webinar. It's like step 6 of, if you go to step 7 on the training, step 6, I go through all of those. But you can sign up and get either lease or purchase Ninja. I suggest most people do the quarterly lease and then let your profits pay for buying it. If you have the cash, then buy it, use the $100 off discount code. And that's good, I want to say, through the end of, I think it's good through Monday. Question that come up, can you trade through interactive brokers? You can trade through interactive brokers, yes. But you're going to need a CQG data feed because interactive brokers data is horrible. So, which means you're going to need a multi-broker license if you want to use interactive brokers. So I would suggest just opening an account and doing a single broker license and keep your interactive brokers account for your options and stock and whatever other trading, forex trading, whatever, and then funding an Ninja account. If you don't want to go through all the funding part, then you can buy a multi-broker license and still you're going to want to fund an Ninja account, even if it's just $400. But we do have traders that trade with interactive brokers. Do I provide order prints for other markets? You get order prints for every market. Every single market. Over 25,000 markets you have access to order prints on when you sign up. You could use it on Apple. You could use it on pound dollar. You could use it on the Dow. You could use it on oil, gold, whatever you please. Service tickets about market replay in the mornings. Okay, this is something I found. We were getting people asking about trying to do market replay in the morning. And we're like, don't be doing market replay in the morning. Be in the room in the morning. Do market replay in the evening or on the weekend, okay? You want to be in the room learning when we're in there talking, okay? Get back to your market replay after we're done with the morning session. Mornings, I gotta just be straight up with you. They're not for tech support in the room. So the mornings are for trading. We want to get that more and more and more focused on trading, okay? So it doesn't mean we won't help you with tech support, but use the help desk tickets, okay? After the morning session, I've stayed on, and I've literally got on over a dozen people's computers and helped them out personally, okay? So, and then we have other people that will hop on and help you out, if there's a big issue. If it's small, we'll say, hey, try this. If it's bigger, then we'll hop on your computer. But just make sure you want to, to keep that morning trade session time focused. If you're having tech support, submit a ticket. We'll try to get somebody on with you right then to understand we're trading just like you are. Okay? Let's see here. But yeah, you should be in the room in the mornings, market replay, weekends, and off hours. So follow the directions really carefully in the video I lay out. Okay? And by the way, we're going to do some of this on the webinar tomorrow night, the market replay. If you follow the directions exactly, the 125 days I tell you to load is going to take some time. Turn it on, connect, load 125 days, go take a bath, go eat, come back 5, 10, 20 minutes later, okay? It's going to take some time. Do not set up market replay as your backup feed on your live feeds. It will not work. It's replay, it's not live, okay? So just some simple, tips and tricks. NQ is working great. Other markets, right? There's more than enough trades day and night. Now, you may have some other favorite markets you want to try this on. That's where back testing and market replaying, adjusting bar sizes, stops, profit targets, all comes into place. And again, I'm going to show you more about that tomorrow night on some other markets. Mentor groups. We're going to try to team people up with people that maybe have preferences on markets based on how you filled out your mentor form. There's thousands of markets. There's multiple trader schedules. We can't map out all of them specifically, but we will dive in again deeper tomorrow night. Okay? So, let's talk a little bit about trading with smaller accounts and then dive into Nadex. Okay? How's that sound? Anybody interested in hearing about Nadex and hearing about smaller accounts? All right. So one is I want to point out to you that you can trade directly on the chart, directly on NinjaTrader, futures with only $400. Okay? You can open an account with $400 and trade the micro Nasdaq MNQ. And all you have to do is put $400 in the account to trade it. It's only $50 margin that you have to put up to place the trade. And you can do 2 contracts or 3 contracts and make it worth 50 cents a tick. So you can make it worth $1 a tick or $1.50 a tick. And especially if you're trading at night, it's a lot easier to trade on the micros. Okay? So I'm just telling you straight up across the board, it's going to be easier to trade on the micros at night if you trade NASDAQ. Okay? Almost a necessity. So you can do the touch brackets, but the binaries and spreads are going to be very difficult at night. So we do have a webinar on smaller accounts, but it's only $400. All futures brokers have micro NASDAQ. All of them have MNQ. So you'll want to open up an account with NinjaTrader Brokerage. Is where you want to open an account. So, but a lot of y'all are trying to do Nadex because you're in love with Nadex, and I love Nadex. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars trading Nadex, okay? And, let's go ahead and post the links because I want to make sure everybody has the links to open an account for futures. John, if you could post the link for futures and the link for Nadex Demo and Nadex Live. Can you get that and post that out to everybody? So those links ought to be coming through pretty soon from John. And I'll show you where to find them in the future in case you're not on. Let's see, where did my screen go? Okay, so over here on the sniper page, you have an account with AMP? Yes, you can. I have an account with AMP, and I can trade the micros. As long as you had a Ninja license before, as long as you have a grandfather Ninja license, yes. Like I have a grandfather one because I've had a Ninja license for ever. So, but over here on setting up Ninja, step 6, here are the links. All right, so for opening a NinjaTrader account, let's see here. Where do I put this? Right there. Okay. So there's how to open a Ninja account. If you're from Canada, then you want to open an account with I want to say it's GFF brokers. So there's the link. Okay, and we're about to talk about Nadex, so I would recommend that everybody right now go to this link that I'm sending you and open a Nadex demo account at least right now. You can fund the Nadex live account with only $150 or $250. So there's the link for that. So but definitely go ahead and open your Nadex demo account. It literally will take you like a minute to get it set up. Okay, like you fill that in, boom, you can trade on your phone, everything else. Okay? And then, yeah, those of you have like a 401k for futures, you can roll that in. I don't know if Ant does that. I know Ninja does that. So, all right, so everybody should have at least a demo account so they can log in, okay? And they start you off with $20,000 or $25,000. If you blow it, they'll refund your $25,000 back into your demo account. Okay, they won't make it larger than that. Mine's a little larger than that. I think I have, I don't know, 8 million or something in there that I've grown it from 25,000. But this will allow you to actually have funds in it, and you can trade and you can practice these things. Okay. That we're going to be talking about. just taking a little while to load because we're on the webinar. Anyways, I'll bring that back up in a second. Okay, but again, before you trade on Nadex, you need to know how to do the trades on the chart. Even if you're just sim trading, you should be able to do all the trades on the chart, the entry, the stop, the take profit, all of that on the Ninja chart before you attempt this on Nadex. Because you're making a decision based on the chart of the market that the option is based on. So many traders are just trying to pick options based on risk and things like that. They don't know that they should be basing them on a chart. You need to be able to make your decisions based on a chart. Trade like a sniper, okay? So you can find that under the foundation section and the training section, you can find the video. I'll show you this down here. Under foundations, there's a whole section on micros. So if you want to watch that video, I cover exactly how micros work. Okay? That's under the webinar recordings where we post the webinar recordings like tonight's. You can find the micro trading. You can open and you can trade directly on the chart. You don't have to go between two different platforms. But again, before you're going to learn the complexity of options, you need to learn how to trade on the chart if you want to be successful at the options. Does that make sense that if you can't look at the chart and make a trading decision, you're probably not going to make a good decision on what option, binary, spread, touch bracket to buy or sell? And I'm asking again because I want to make sure a lot of y'all really get this. If you can't make the decision based on the chart, you're probably not going to make a good decision on what contract to buy or sell, especially when you have literally 10,000 contracts in a day to choose from. So this is a really great place to start, even if you want to trade on Nadex. You can get in there and you can trade 50 cents a contract or $1 contract by doing 2 with the MNQ contracts. Again, I don't suggest you start with Nadex with Sniper until you've mastered trading on the chart and then add on, because you're adding another level of complexity. And I want you to be successful. And I don't care if you do micros or minis or spreads or binaries or touch brackets. I love Nadex contracts. But I know what it takes to be successful is I knew how to trade on a chart before I ever traded on Nadex. Okay? And micros make it a little easier. Because, like, one place, one chart, you're following along with all the leaders. I don't recommend that you use touch brackets except for 3 through 5. Setups 3 through 5. 1 and 2, I don't recommend it because the scalps are too tight with the bid offer spreads for it to work for you. You need the bigger moving trades. If you want to trade touch brackets, you need to take the integrations course that we have. It's on apexinvested.net. You scroll down. You need the integrations course. Okay? So you know how to trade them. Micro benefits, you got set margin, you got chart trader, you got small bid ask. There's a lot of benefits there. So you, again, start with the micros or the touch brackets if you want to be able to do all these scalps. Okay? The spreads. Again, micros are easier as you don't have any premium that you have to deal with in spreads. And again, I teach all about this in integrations. I teach all about spreads and how spreads work because people do not get them. They think they do because they watch some basic videos on them. But I really dig into them. But if you're really wanting to use Nadex spreads, which again, I love trading Nadex spreads, you're only going to want to do the intraday 1 or 2 hour contracts. Okay, the other ones have too much premium. You're going to want to be as close as possible to expiration, like 20 minutes is great. Okay, maybe an hour. On the spread box, you're going to want to be on the side where you have a little bit of negative premium to where it's going into the positive premium. You don't want to be up with this positive premium. You don't want to be trading it. You want to be starting with the negative premium. Go for $20, get out of the trade. But a big thing is follow the chart. Enter when the chart says enter, exit when the chart says exit. Don't do it based on dollar amount. Sometimes you'll make $5, sometimes you'll make $20. Okay? Exit 10 ticks from the top of the bar. And again, I highly recommend you take the integrations course. And Steve highlights that the platinum level course has access to every course we offer, which, yes, includes the integrations course. So binaries, again, micros are easier. I'm just telling you, binaries are the hardest instrument on the planet to trade, period. I know y'all don't want to hear that because it seems so simple. It's 0 to 100. It must be easy. The pricing changes constantly with implied volatility. What was possible last week when we were at highs is really difficult today It was a very tough day trading binaries today with this massive move down that we had. Okay? If you're going to do them, you want to do 20-minute binary contracts. The 20-minute ones. Okay? Which are only available during the day. They're not available at night. The micros are, the binaries aren't. The 20-minute contracts are not available at night. You need to have at least 7 to 8 minutes for the contract to work. Okay? You want your strikes to be at or before the target. So whatever the target is, like that 10 ticks, you're going to know what it is. You're going to want that strike to be there. Okay? You're going to want to choose an out-of-the-money contract. Now, that out-of-the-money may cost you $16 in risk, or it may cost you $45 in risk, depending upon what the premium is in the binary. Okay? You don't need any stop loss because you're using an out-of-the-money contract. So use out-of-the-money contracts at or before the target price. Use your instant order to get in. Don't use a take profit. You're going to exit manually using instant orders to get out. If you don't know what I mean by instant, make sure you take our scanner course. Okay, it's free. The scanner is free. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on it, but make sure to take that scanner course so you know how to use the instant tickets. Now, you may make $15 on the trade. You may make $7 on the trade. You may make $40 on the trade. Implied volatility will have a massive impact on the pricing of the option, but you need to get in where it says get in and get out where it says get out. Follow the chart. When the futures trader would exit, you should exit. Okay? Not based on a dollar amount. You can't base your binary trades on a dollar amount. They have to be based on the chart. Okay? So again, exit 10 ticks from the top of the bar or bottom of the bar, not based on where you got in. Not, man, I'm only up $4. Well, then get out because it hit the take profit. Get out. The next trade, maybe you'll make 30. Okay? And I'm not trying to sell you a course, but I am telling you that binaries are the most complex thing in the world. Literally do trade, and if you haven't taken it, you need to take our out of the money breakout course. Again, that's included with platinum. I'm not trying to sell you on platinum. I'm not even trying to sell you on binaries. I'm not trying to sell you on the breakout course. I'm just saying if you're going to trade binaries instead of the micros, you need to take the breakout course because you don't know what you don't know. Trust me, it took me a long time to figure out how to make money on binaries. I've made a lot of money on binaries, and I put all those lessons inside that course for you. Okay? So, with that, I want to open up for questions. I mean, Richard, he just said it literally took him a year and a half of pulling his hair out before he finally started to make money. A year and a half on binaries before he decided that he hated them. I love them. I mean, I still make money on them. I do withdrawals on a pretty consistent basis multiple times a month. So, I love trading binaries. But I put a lot of time into them. And they're harder. And I know that's not the good news that everyone wants to hear. And, I mean, it is the good news that, hey, a lot of money can be made on them. But if you don't know how to trade the chart, you're going to have a hard time trading them. And that's why I gave you the links. I want you to sign up for a demo account. And I want you to work on them. And then when you trade them live, I want you to trade single contracts. And be disciplined. But again, you've got to be able to trade on the futures chart to be able to trade the binary option contract. Does that make sense to everyone? I mean, I'm trying to be really authentic, really transparent with you, not say you like, hey, this is just going to be easy speasy, you know. So, question that came up by Desmond, does gold package come with order prints? Yes, it does. So does silver. But yeah, I mean, I know some of y'all were hoping to get like this holy grail, thing on binaries. And it is an awesome freaking system on binaries. When the implied volatility is low enough and right. Like last week, I mean, it was just killing it. Boom, 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 boom. This week, the IV went up. It's hard to make $7 or $10. Let me show you an example of today, okay? And I mean, it made it really hard. It was one of the toughest days I've had trading binaries today. And yesterday was tough too. I sent these screenshots over to John this morning. Let me see if I can find them. There it is. So in the scanner, you're able to say like what happens if the market goes up or down, like say 9 ticks. Okay? And this is like every 20-minute contract available on here. This one has 16 minutes left. Now, the less time you have to expiration, the faster it's going to move. But with 16 minutes left, the contract that could make the most money would only make $10 in 10 ticks. And it'd be risking, 35. Now, the scanner makes this a lot easier because you can actually go in and put +9, -9, and instantly know what's the best contract to choose, right? But, there was only $10 to be made in 10 ticks. Well, you know what? If you did 2 micros, you'd make $10 in 10 ticks, and you wouldn't have to worry about it expiring out of the money. And again, I'm not trying to dog binaries because obviously I love them. I want you to be successful, and so I'm trying to be really transparent with you. Now I want to show you a difference. These were taken back to back. $10 is the highest profitable binary. Demo, $20, twice the profit. Available on demo because it uses a flat implied volatility. Okay, it uses a flat premium pricing for how much they charge for the options. And whereas this one is live market makers live pricing. So you can be really successful on demo in binaries and go over here and go, why am I only making half the amount? Why am I having to pay, why am I have this one I'm risking 30 to make 20? This one over here I'm risking 35 to make 10. That's back to back, same time. Okay? So get a demo account, sign up, learn how to do it. Like seriously, it's worth your time. But master it on the charts, and then decide which one's best for you, which one's easiest for you. But again, $400, you can start out with a micro, and you can start making money while you're learning in Nadex. I love Nadex. I make a lot of money trading Nadex, and I'd love to help y'all do the same thing. I just want you to do it in the right order. Let's see here. Let's see what other questions we have down here. Do binaries become harder to trade? Okay, can you upgrade at any time? Okay, that's one question. Yeah, you could upgrade from gold to silver, later, but right now you get gold for silver pricing. So if you sign up for silver now, and you want gold later, it's going to be gold pricing. Do binaries become harder to trade when the actual volume is a lot higher than the expected volume? Yes, in the sense that there's more expected movement, so therefore the contracts will cost more, so you'll make less in the same distance move. What is NinjaTrader's minimum funding requirement to trade? The minis, it's $400 for the micros. For the minis, I'd say you probably need at least $2,000 in there. I tell people, put in at least 4, but you can do it with 2. Richard, one of the things that made sense to me when DM says, do you want to trade XYZ or do you want to make money? I finally realized I was in a toxic relationship with what I was choosing to trade. I needed to choose what was going to make money. Somebody can be stuck on an instrument or whatever. What's your goal? And like I said, I'm all about helping you learn to trade Nadex profitably. I've made more courses on Nadex than I've made on anything. I built a scanner for hundreds of thousands of dollars and I give it away free. So, obviously I like trading Nadex and I want to help you with that. I just want you to put it all together. I got the new password, username, funded for the account. I selected data feed, deselected. Okay, somebody's going through. You got him, John. All right. When you set your stop loss, like the sniper setups, tell you what is the max risk on an NQ trade if you get stopped out. Technically, it should be right around 20 ticks. If you end up taking a full stop, you don't tighten up, etc. But the win rate has helped more than cover for that. Can you say again what would be needed to set up with Interactive Brokers? Well, if you don't have an Interactive Brokers account, just set up an account with NinjaTrader Brokerage. That's going to be my first step. If you do have an Interactive Brokers account, then you're going to need you're going to get basically fund a $400 account with NinjaTrader and get a multi-broker license. So that way you can use the CQG data the CQG continuum data that Ninja provides. You connect to that first, then you connect to your Interactive Brokers account, and then on your chart you'll choose Interactive Brokers. Or if you don't want to pay the money for a dual license account, then just fund Ninja and trade your futures on Ninja. One of the two. Let's see. Does Sniper work with Forex? Yes, it does. We'll be going on that in future webinars. Let's see. Do you have strategies for the weeklies on Nadex? No, because there's no benefit. It's a $100 binary. Why would you want to wait a week to make the same amount of money you can make in 20 minutes? I mean, you cannot make another dime by choosing a week. And they move even slower like molasses. And it's even harder to call a trade that takes that long. Let's see, with rolling my 401k into a Ninja brokerage account, will I need to change my data feed from AMP? Well, Ninja will give you a data feed. Do we need a special link to Ninja for the discount pricing? No, you just need to email platform support at NinjaTrader and .com that you're with Apex and the Apex Bootcamp and you want the discounted pricing for the lifetime license. The discount on the $100 comes with the lifetime license, okay? Let's see here. Micros are 50 cents a tick. So yeah, they're $50 margin. So you could do two of them for $100 margin and $1 a tick if you wanted to. Let's see here. What tick size do you like for Sniper on oil? Well, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Because I'm going to actually bring up oil and we're going to look at it. And I'm going to show you how to analyze it. Do you have any examples of the Nadex binary Sniper trading using the rules you posted? If not, can you describe an example of how it works? Yeah. I was trying to get you examples today, but the applied volatility was so high. So let's say that you have an entry. Okay, there's two things I would do. Let me show you. Where did I put that chart? Okay, so if you're going to do the binaries, one thing I'm going to shout, go on to your indicators and add the bar range indicator, version 2, add it again. Okay, so bar range, version 2, like add it twice. And then set it to 11 ticks offset. That'll let you know, okay? What that'll do is it'll look just like my chart does right here. See where I have, it's probably not super easy to see, but you see I have my first bar range for like reversal bars, but my second bar range is where basically the 10 tick target would be. Okay? And so I want a strike before, either at or before, like if I'm selling, I want to sell one that or higher. If I'm buying, I want to buy that or lower. Okay? And then going back over to this example, so let's say that second bar range there was 82, or 82.14. Then I look at like, okay, there's an 82.14.5. Okay, I'm going to sell this one whenever my trigger price happens. So when that reversal bar gets triggered, like on an Xbox with the tracked order, then I'd hit the instant right there, this little thing, and that'd get me in at $70.50. And then as soon as it moved down 9 ticks, I would hit the instant to exit up above in the trade tracker. Does that help give you a good idea? So like I want my strike to be at or before that second bar range, instant entry, exit the second it gets basically to that strike, I'm getting out. So in this trade, that'd be about $20 profit. So yes, when I said use the chart when trading binaries, I do mean the sniper chart. Yes, you have to trade based on a system with rules for entry and exit. You can't just randomly pick binaries and expect it to work. Micro's only at night because there are no 20-minute binary contracts available on NASDAQ at night. They're only dailies. In 9 ticks, they're not going to even cover your bid offer spread. Let's see here. But hopefully that helps out there, Anthony, on an example. Got that. Do I place a stop trigger or instant submit? I do instant submit. So I wait till it gets there and I hit it instantly because the stop triggers are going to be based on the indicative. And the indicative is based on an average, so the price may be past my entry before it even gets there. So I'm going to use the instant to get in and the instant to get out. Do I have to get a broker license on Ninja or can I use the free version? You can use the free version, but you can't use Chart Trader. You can't use ATMs. You can't use the static DOM. So just not using ATMs alone is going to cost you more money than just paying for it. It's only like $200 for 3 months. I mean, we're talking a few trades and it's paid for. So if you go with the free version, you're not going to get your stop in time and it's going to cost you more than $200. Okay? On just one trade, it can cost you more than that. Think of a Trump tweet happening the second after you submit enter. How expensive that can get. Can you trade touch brackets using the room chart? You can, but again, I don't suggest using touch brackets on anything except for setups 3, 4, and 5 because you can't really scalp touch brackets. Because the bid offer spread and then moving with the indicative, I mean, you're going to make like $5 in that 10-tick move. The only way you're going to be able to do it is if you're like willing to go in and basically say, I want a $20 profit and I'll take a $40 stop. When the trade comes up, you put it on. So it's harder, but you can. What is your opinion on pre-market trades for those who can only trade before work? And what is your opinion on trading DAX? We have plenty of trades. Like one of the trades we showed earlier, he already hit his 3 for 3 before the market opens. So pre-market's great. I do say avoid the first 5 minutes before the market opens and the first 5 minutes after the market opens because of how the stock market works. When it opens and launches and all the orders that are sitting overnight start getting fired off and mutual funds and all sorts of stuff happen. And I love DAX. FDAX is one of my favorite instruments on the planet. Do I have a spreadsheet for increasing contracts? Yes, it's under the 6-3 strategy under foundations. It's also under what's next. And I explain the entire spreadsheet, what to do, how it works. But it shows you once a month when you can increase contracts and how to get up to $20,000 a month, starting with a $4,000 account. Daryl, once you talked about a new Forksburg coming online soon, that's been several months ago. They aren't tying into Ninja right now, so I'm waiting until and if they tie into Ninja before really getting into them. Let's see here. Example for touch brackets. Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, you just enter where it says enter and you exit where it says exit. You're just not going to make a whole lot. But let's see. 1 second. So let's say we're trading touch brackets. Go down here, click touch brackets. And I just look for the lowest risk one. And then when I got, say, a buy order, I'd hit buy. And then on touch brackets, I would set my take profit. I'd actually set an OCO. So I go over here to this little stopwatch icon. I'd click OCO. And I'd look at my fill price. I got filled at 82.55. So 20 bucks above that would be like 4 points, so 82.59.25. So my take profit, 82.59.25, and I basically take a $40 risk on the trade, which I know sounds backwards, but it's the only way that it works. So that'd basically be 8 points lower than that. So 82.47.25. I'd say activate OCO, and what it'll do is if it hits the take profit or stop loss, it'll cancel the other one out and trigger the trade. Would adding the second bar range help when trading on the chart? Not really, because that's going to go away. Because it's always going to follow the next bar, next bar, next bar. Okay? So that's just for like if I'm trying to figure out what strike on binaries I'm going to choose. So if I was over here, by the way, you want to use that dash pin program. You can take it and you can pin your order ticket on top so it doesn't disappear. Like, so if I was going over on binaries, then let's see here. They don't have the 20 minutes, so it sort of makes it difficult. But yeah, they're not even feeding right now. Oh, because it has 20 minutes. There we go. Set default. I just want to see something. Okay. So again, as an example over here, let's say this is the contract I wanted because it was within that second bar range. Then I'd hit the instant to get in. And now on this one, remember on that touch bracket, I have a working order. Okay. On the binary, I'm literally sitting there waiting for it to hit my price, and then I'm going to hop out. Which I'm telling you right now, if you're doing it on like daily contracts or longer, it's probably not going to cover your bid-ask spread. I do the exact same thing with intraday spreads. So yeah, we are going to cover more markets than NQ. That is coming up as future webinars. But it does work on other markets. We just know it works the best on NASDAQ, but we are going to cover other markets. We're actually going to dive into how to see what markets it works on quickly tomorrow night. Oh, how does the $20,000 thing work? So if you go over Sniper, let that load up. It's going to take a little minute because screen sharing. And then you go down to like what's next. You go to the 6-3 calculator. If I go in here, start with say a $4,000 account, doing 3 trades. Tick goal is 10 at $5 a tick. Then you start off and you're making like say 1,500. You're making actually more than that, but you're making $3,000 a month. Okay, you're withdrawing 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, and then this shows you the withdrawals per week, withdrawals per month. And then we go down and we increase it on month 4 to 2 contracts, month 5 to 3 contracts, month 5 to 5 contracts, month 7 to 7 contracts. Okay, month 6 to 5, month 7 to 7. And we just stay at 7. Once we hit 7, we're pulling out $5,000 a week, doing 3 trades a day for $5 tickets. We're doing 7 contracts at once, which equals $20,000 a month. 3 trades a day, just 10 ticks, profit on each. So, we're not talking about that's your first year. Your withdrawals is $145,000, and you still have $23,000 left in your account. And then, I mean, if you expand that out to where you're actually, making $20,000 a month, now you're at $250,000 the next year. This even has a fun little taxes thing and all sorts of stuff on there for you. So that's why people are always like, oh, I want to go for so much more, and I want to trade so many markets, and I want to do all these things. I'm like, you need 3 trades a day, making 10 ticks to get to $20,000 a month. Like, how soon do you want to be at $20,000 a month? I don't know. For most people, $250,000 a year is plenty. And I don't want it to. I'm trying to keep it somewhat reasonable, because I could make this go to 1,000 contracts, right? But there's only so much liquidity out there. So I just stopped it at 7 just to make it like, here's a 6-figure plan. If you want to go larger, go larger. But I was just trying to it sounds funny, but be realistic on potential possibility. Right, not a pie in the sky, make $1 million. Here's how to make $1 million. I'm like, here's how to make 6 figures. That's life changing. $250,000 a year. I mean, that is literally could be complete life changing. So I mean, to sort of wrap it up. How fast do you want to be to making 21,000? How many of you would like to be at making 21,000 a month? And they're not guaranteeing anything to you, but all we're talking about is 3 trades a day making 10 ticks. Like, how soon do you want to be there? Seriously, like everybody on the webinar right now, how soon do you want to be making $20,000 a month? Do y'all see this as accomplishable? Is this realistic? 3 trades making 10 ticks. Is that something you can actually envision yourself pulling off? Could you see yourself doing 3 trades a day, just making 10 ticks with what you've learned on Sniper? And could you stick to that for 90 days without increasing your contract size? Okay? And I mean, maybe you're on micros and maybe it takes you an extra few months, because you got to build up the minis, whatever, who cares? But is this realistic to go in and then month 4, we're just going to take on 2. Month 5, we're going to take on 3. It's like, well, I want to make 20,000 a month, but I'm not going to wait. I'm going to wait to start. I don't want to start today. That makes sense, right? Does that make sense to y'all? It's like, yeah, I want to make 20,000 a month, but I'm not starting today. I'm not signing up now. I mean, I'm showing you a plan in 7 months how to be there in the most realistic way I know how. Again, I can't make any guarantees, but all we're talking is 3 trades a day, making 10 ticks, and very gradually increasing your contract size. Yes, trying to be as conservative as possible. So, let's wrap it up. Are you doing it or are you not doing it? Because if you are, right now, go click the green button. Okay? There's the link to it. And sign up and be in the room with us. I mean, I was in the room tonight. You can ask people. I've been in the room. I was in the room. I'm not in the room every night. Obviously, I gotta see wife and kids and all that. But I was in the room tonight. I'll be in the room some more tomorrow night and tomorrow morning. We're here to help you be successful. And successful for us is defined as 3 trades making 10 ticks a day to get to a $250,000 income. A bunch of y'all already signed up. Congratulations. A lot of y'all are signing up right now. But let us help you get there. I mean, everybody said they've never seen a program where somebody goes in, calls live trades with this kind of accuracy, with this simple of system, with everything laid out with this kind of support. So here's a great question by Steve. Is there going to be a problem with like where to start and too much information to follow? The answer is no. So you're going to click here to get access to bootcamp once you signed up, okay? And you'll want to fill out the form to get access to the mentor group, check out the 6-3 plan, check out the 90-day challenge. But as far as getting going, I keep it really simple. Like, welcome video, 10 minutes, walks you through everything. Then register for your webinars. By the way, if you haven't registered for webinar 7, for tomorrow night, I'm going to go over other markets. Okay, you're going to want to register for that. And then I'm going to go down here, and in 20 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to do what 85% of our trades consist of, which is trapped X boxes. Then I'm going to give you cheat sheets. Okay? Then we're going to get you inside the elite room. Then we'll teach you how to set up Ninja. This entire process, by the way, takes about 2.5 hours, what I just showed you so far. Then I'm going to help you master setups, room session reviews, live trades, and how to learn how to avoid chop and how to, respect levels and what levels to pay attention to. All right, so now this is not increasing size, okay? But if you just stayed at one size, all right? So Danton asked, what happens if you're on a $400 account? Okay, $300, $300, $300 withdrawing, okay? Then you go to $600, $900, then you're at $4,200 a month you're withdrawing using this. And that's just doing 2 contracts in a micro. So that'd be pulling out $4,200 a month by month 7. If you have that much, you could then flip over and start doing $5 a contract. So what if it takes you 6 months to get to where you're pulling out $4,000 a month and have $4,000, and then you can start doing minis and go even larger? Is that a bad deal? You still made $30,000 that month, have $4,000 in the account. That's only, by the way, that's only by month 7. So over the next 6 months, now you're following the same plan we showed before, where you're getting to 20,000. So let's say it takes you, instead of 7 months, let's say it takes you 13 or 14 months to get to making 20,000, starting with the $400 account. Is that okay? I mean, we're talking small account or big account. So Desmond, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of training on there. Yeah, just, you gotta, Desmond talked about like abandoning this, doing things the way he does them, and you gotta come up with a clean slate and just follow the steps. Like, just do what we show you, and you'll be amazed by the results. So, I mean, I just showed you like how the potential on a $400 account to still get you to the same place. Maybe it takes you 6 more months to get to 20,000, but you're making 4,000 extra in 6 or 7 months. Okay. Sign up. What else can I tell you? So Rashad, been on the boot camp every day since Thanksgiving. Best thing I've ever seen. So Anthony, I've done touch brackets. There's been 1 or 2 setups here and there that worked really well. $5 maybe, but yeah, micros seem to be an easier move. So it does when it says, I'd like to stack my account up faster and get the big withdrawals faster because I don't need the money immediately. Is that okay? No. You have to pull out half of your profits every week. I don't care if you're pulling out 25 bucks or 75 bucks a week. You got to pay yourself to trade. Psychologically, it is a requirement. You will not make it past 90 days if you don't pull out your weekly withdrawals. When you see the real money coming in, and especially if you're married and your wife sees the money coming in, or your husband sees the money coming in, significant other, whatever, sees the money coming in, it becomes real. And you need real. Otherwise, you just become that gambler sitting at a table just rolling the dice until it's all gone. So build it up, have a little bit of patience. In a year, your life is different. Dramatically. In 6 months, your life is different. In a year, it can be a lot different. If you're up 3 or down 6, I would stop for the day. This whole plan is based on one day. And remember, it's not living to trade, but trading to live. On Nasdaq, like 10. Probably the most I would ever go personally. Which, I mean, still is a lot of money. And there's other markets. It's like, it's one of those good problems to have when you have so much money you're making, you're trying to figure out what to do with the rest of it. Remember, I'm going to teach you some of that stuff next year in the option courses on how to use stocks to actually grow a big long-term portfolio income where you're getting dividends coming in and you're growing your position sizes without having to pay for more stock out of your pocket. Yeah, and if you don't learn to pay yourself with 75 bucks, you won't pay yourself to 4,000 bucks, and you won't pay yourself to 20,000 bucks. What you'll do is you'll get really ego arrogant, and you'll go trade way too many contracts, and you'll blow everything you've worked for in 6 months in one day. This is about discipline. This plan is about putting you on a solid path. So that way you are up to, $5 a tick. And that's trading a $5 tick. Let's say you're trading oil or something. I mean, you got $10 a tick. Things get real interesting. So you don't need to look for an email confirmation. Just as soon as you signed up, you just sign in and you're good to go. And you'll also notice that down here at the bottom, somebody asked where the integrations course was. It's at the bottom. So here's the Mastering Binaries course. Here's I should say integrations. Where it says Master Trading Spreads, that's integrations. I need to put that on there. We're going to talk a lot about trading psychology next week too. Oh. They were demos. Touch bracket made $2. Okay. Let's see here. What's the max contract? Got that. Paying yourself could even be up. 6-3 method of management is very conservative. Discipline is required. Exactly. Also, once you sign up, you'll see below here, like this is where all the additional training and stuff that you're going to get access to as a gold member is going to be. If you're a platinum member, you'll see that all your additional mastery courses will show up under here. As a rancher, do I trade cattle? Yes, I trade cattle on the futures, and I trade cattle. Like, I actually go to the auctions and everything. Buy and sell them, and horses. We have horses that are out of like Secretariat and Viva Slew and stuff like that. And very high, well-bred horses. What if I just trade futures? Is that okay? That is 100% okay. You don't need to have to trade. You don't have to trade these other contracts. Some people just want to. It's easier that way, actually. Let's see, your spread of account grew the first time. So yeah, the whole point here is to not sell the greed, to say, hey, we're just looking at 7 contracts, not 20, not 100, not 1,000, just conservative. Life-changing conservative. All right, with that, I think we're sort of wrapping up here. If you haven't done it, click the green button, get signed up. Let's be in the room, okay? It's a great promo, saves you a lot of money, and you've seen how we've done. I look forward to being on with y'all, ongoing, and helping you out. Y'all have a great evening, okay? Hey, thank you. Have a good night. Y'all are very welcome. And thank y'all for your time and trusting us to be on here.